Welcome back, everybody, back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about round 2 of the poll selection. I will be doing it about a day earlier just because I will be busy on the Thursday, pretty much, right? So I will be busy, so I'll be making this video just saying who you really should be voting for. Now, thanks to round 1, thanks to round 1, right? Round 1 has some decent units, right? Some fantastic units and then some decent units. So there are some pretty clear winners inside round 1. Maybe Isane is kind of having a downfall at the current moment just because in the Discord server, they did not put Isane's picture. So a lot of people are skipping Isane inside the Discord. So if you do want Isane to be in there, go ahead and vote for her inside the Discord. I do think she's going to be fine with Twitter and Instagram just because it is Isane in a swimsuit. But just to make sure, if you want to go summon for Isane or make her get inside the banner, I will go ahead and go into the Discord and vote for her because nobody can tell that's Isane because there's no picture there, right? So go ahead and vote for Isane. But let's talk about round 2 specifically because I think round 1 is pretty clear cut, but it could be close thanks to the Isane not having a picture on Discord, right? So let's get right into it. Round 2, in my opinion, is pretty easy. There's only so many good characters on this side of the bracket, so let's get right into it, right? So the first one is going to be Kakao Grimmjow. He's a Technique Super Link Slot Post unit, a Raw Guard killer. He's pretty good. Frenzy 2 with the Technique attribute of Raw Guard damage to status elements inflicted enemies, 20%. And then obviously he is a pot unit with the normal pot skill and then the super speed link slot potion skill. Other than that, he's pretty great. He has the same exact kit as the Spears are with the Retsu. Overall, he's great. He's good. Packs a punch whenever you do proc weakening, and then on top of that, he does have damage to weakened enemies as well as guard break and weakened duration. So once he does proc weakening, he gets basically a 40% berserker. Overall, very, very good unit. I think he's a must vote. Next, it is going to be Ulquiorra. Now, at first, I did think Ulquiorra was not going to make it, right? It did depend on how they really split up the rounds. But in Ulquiorra's favor, since how they split up the rounds, I think he has a very, very good chance to actually make it inside the poll selection, and I do think he is worth voting for in my opinion. So, he has a spotted killer. He's a ranged spotted killer with drain on everything. They debuff on the special. Now, he's mainly for GQ purposes, but him being inside the post selection is still very, very high value. If you ever do choose to get into Guild Quest, he is going to be the best lead. If you want to use him as lead, he's pretty good as a lead, or he's going to be very, very good as a side unit for GQ for ranged spotted week and melee spotted. I do use him in both weeks. I do use him in melee spotter. I'm able to sub 10 very, very easily with him once he does proc the 80% attack buff. He has a 40% bruiser thanks to his 20% bruiser and his 20% link. And then after that, he does have 30% range damage in Guild Quest. And then he does have a 50% killer effect inside Guild Quest as well. And then like I said, he does have the 80% attack boost. He does not have the disabler like Momo has, but he's still good. You just have to keep on resetting until he does proc. He's a NAD unit. Not really going to talk about his kit to be honest, but it's a pretty decent kit to really proc the stats element. So SA1 is going to be the 18%. Great when it comes to a NAD unit wanting to proc. SA2 will be the 800. Very, very nice. SA3 will be a 675 into 1,000 radius, which I'm pretty sure it is a suction into an explosion, just like 5th anniversary Byakuya. He's very, very good. I think he's great. I do think he is worth voting for. Now, the next unit is going to be Uryu, 7th anniversary Uryu. Literally the best speed unit in the game. He's just crazy, right? Frenzy 2, he has 30% recharge when he procs the gauge. He has Havoc 20%. He has Disabler versus every single power enemy. On top of that, he does have a 20% Berserker. On top of that, he has a Team Party Speed Attribute Character Strong Attack Damage 20%. Double Killer. He has a Raw Guard and no Affiliation Killer. But the sad part is, he did not get Marauder. I don't understand why they didn't really want to give him Marauder. I'm just going to be assuming for future content they didn't really want to give him it. And since he does have the gauge, it makes him extremely broken if you are able to actually get the gauge effect. Mainly epic raids, IT as well, you will see the gauge effect in IT and epic raids, but in GQ, you're not really going to be seeing it, alright? But the best way to really explain Uryu is he is a better Arpakichiko. He has the same exact movement. He has the Sprinter 2. He has the Long Stride. I'm pretty sure he has Long Stride. Let me look. Yeah, he has Sprinter 2 and Long Stride. Pretty much just like Arpakichiko. He's not immune to anything, which does suck. but he does come with a team part to recover 20% stamina. He's great. He has weakening and drain and everything. SA1 is going to be a 3k beam. SA2 will be an 870 to a 1080, basically a full screen lunge. SA3 will be a beyond full screen. Overall, he's great. If you play with Uryu, he just feels so good to really play. And I love this Uryu a lot. I think he's definitely going to make it. Their 7th anniversary unit, he's 100% going to be making it. But if you don't know, go ahead and vote for him because he is definitely the best speed unit for a while, I'm going to be assuming, just because he's just so good. And speed sucks, right? That's pretty much what it is. Overall, he's great. Hopefully he does get in there. Next is going to be Momo. She is a link slot potion, just like Grimmjow. She's a nat unit with a boost on SA2, slow on everything. Her DPS isn't that high. She has a 40% bruiser with a 20% link. Other than that, that's really all she does have in terms of DPS. She has boost, which does help her out in terms of DPSing. Her soul tree, she is immune to freeze thanks to GQ. She does have guard break, and she has sprinter +1. She's just a normal link slot potion unit with the normal and the super link slot potion unit skill. And she does come with disable, which is very, very nice for a NAD unit, especially since she was the first one to get that skill. It's great, right? Because you do want to use her in IT, and you do want to proc in IT, so they did give her Disabler, which is extremely nice for her. She has slow. It isn't the greatest, I'm not going to lie, but it's alright. Her DPS is alright, but she's a pretty simple unit. She's just like a normal range NAD unit in the game with a pot skill. Overall, she's nice. Definitely recommend to vote her. Next, it is going to be Toshiro, the party time version. This Toshiro is quite good when it comes to epic raids. Overall, in terms of PvE play, he's alright. 20% Berserker, 20% Bruiser, Guard Break, the usual scales. He's alright when it comes to normal PvE play. Nothing special about him, right? But when it comes to epic grades, he's one of the best units to use in there. He has the Heart Droplet skill 30%. He has the Heart Link Slot Potion +5. He has a debuff on his special, which makes weaken the defense of the boss you are fighting by 80%, which is extremely nice when it comes to epic raids. I think he's a must vote. Now, sure, they will make a better unit than him in the future, but I still think he's worth voting for inside the post selection, because honestly, if you could get him 5-5, I'm trying to imagine a full entire lobby with a 5-5 party time Toshiro with the debuff mechanic. It should be an absolute breeze. No matter how much HP the boss has, this debuff will speed it up tremendously. Even if you have like 3 Toshiros and 3 Keyscapes, it should go flying by. Overall, I think it's 100% should be voted in. Next, it is going to be Party Time Isane. Party Time Isane is a melee unit mainly for GQ purposes, but it's Isane in the suits. Come on, he looks sick, he looks beautiful, right? Normal attack damage link 30%, very, very nice enhanced link, but like I said, he is strictly for GQ. 60% bruiser with his 30% link, so therefore he has 90% bruiser, 50% killer effect in GQ, 30% melee damage in GQ, and then he does have the team power attribute sword period normal attack damage by 20%. Insta kill on his special. And then kit-wise, doesn't really matter, but SA1 will be a 1200 by 1200. SA2 is a vortex around him. And then SA3 will be a full screen. He's just a GQ unit, but he's going to be a great GQ unit. Like I said, for a spotter, if you ever do care in the future to go, work on GQ purposes, he will be the must-have for GQ, especially if they do want to announce a harder GQ in the future. There's no confirmation, but if they really want to, they could. Overall, I do think he is worth voting for. And because the other units to really vote for, I'm going to be honest, isn't really... in this side of the bracket, it isn't really that good. Next, and lastly, will be Nozomi. Now, this is 7 units here, so it just comes down to you guys. Now, Nozomi is same thing just like Toshiro, where she is a droplet skill and a link slot post unit when it comes to epic raids. Overall, her DPS is okay, 60% Berserker, with guard break, frenzy 1, devastation 60, 40% bruiser, no stats elements, which does hurt her. I wish she did get weakening at least. SA1 is going to be a 40% mag, SA2 will be a 2500 lane beam, and then SA3 will be the suction into an explosion. Overall, I do like her. I just wish she did get weakening. She's mainly for epic raids. She's nothing special when it comes to PvE play. She's just okay. She's good. She's usable. But she mainly shines when it comes to epic raids. She does have a revive on her special as well, which does help when it comes to farming epic raids. So, like I said, there are 7 units here. Only 6 can make it. These are the 7 I do recommend to vote. Of course, Some units will get more votes just because who they are, such as Isane. I do expect Isane to get in, but if you don't want to vote for Isane, you want to vote for Nozomi, it's understandable, but I do recommend these units to be voted for. Other than that, that is pretty much who I do recommend to vote for round 2. Round 2, in my opinion, is pretty cookie cutter. There really isn't any other units that are standing out from the main 4, in my opinion. Grimmjow, Ulquiorra, Uryu, and Momo are like the 4 staples, right? And then after that, there are 2 more units you could vote for, which I do think Toshiro is an easy must vote. And then it comes down just to lastly these 2, right? But obviously, this is my opinion. You can vote for whoever you like. But other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.